Recon is gone. Yes, you heard that right. Lights can now teleport their team through walls. C4 took a hard nerf, Defib got reworked, and tons of other massive changes. Embark reached out and invited me to a private access Season 2 preview. This was the most fun I've had on the finals. The new map, Syss Horizon, is by far the best map aesthetically and brings all sorts of new chaos. The entire map is vibrant with different sections having their own color themes. There's tons of areas to explore like a library, museum, campus, workspace, and more. The map has flank routes everywhere, and the new gadgets and specialization open up an unlimited number of flank routes. The new gadgets were all super fun to mess around with, especially Light's new gadget, Gateway. Gateway allows you to open up a portal that teleports you or teammates to the next portal you place. This can be used to hop through walls and also has a very long range. This makes Light class feel a lot stronger and more util to their team. Heavy's new anti-gravity cube is also a ton of fun. You can lift objects, players, and even the cash out into the air. Enemies or teammates caught in this have to slowly wiggle their way out, but this can make players extremely vulnerable. This makes climbing buildings incredibly easy. The effect even goes through floors and walls. This is the mobility Heavies have been asking for. Medium's data reshaper allows them to convert any object into another. This works on sentry turrets, landmines, and even other deployables. You also can change multiple objects at once. While in the playtest, I managed to actually figure out a cool mechanic with the reshaper. Every time you reshape a canister, it transforms into the same canister every time. The cycle goes as follows. Red canisters change into smoke, smoke changes into goo, goo changes into orange, orange ones change into the green ones, and then the cycle repeats. Medium didn't just get a brand new gadget, it also got a completely new specialization to replace recon senses. Yes, recon is gone from the game. Dematerializer allows mediums to break holes and fill them at will. They can do this to walls, roofs, floors, and even staircases. What's super cool about this is you can fill the holes back in instantly when you choose. There were plenty of times I was chasing somebody and they escaped by using this. It's also incredibly useful to drop the cash out without allowing players above to follow. Those are the brand new gadgets and specializations, but every class has new gadget selections now. Light class now has sonar grenades and the tracking dart, but it lost the motion sensor. Medium's gadgets are the same except for the tracking dart and sonar grenades no longer being available, but at least the data reshaper should fill that gap. Heavy acquired the motion sensor and anti-gravity cube, but everything else is the same. Finally, after months of people begging for it, Medium's defib has been completely reworked. Reviving a teammate no longer makes them absorb bullets initially. When you're defibbed, your body is rebuilt and you can't continue playing until the animation is complete. While in the rebuild animation, you cannot be damaged, but you also don't block bullets either. It's a little weird to adjust to, but overall I think this is a good change. This makes it so defib allows you to revive quickly, but not bring a teammate instantly back into the fight. It also gives the revived player a chance to fight back, but can easily be countered by prepared enemies. The next big change came to the C4. Most players during the playtest didn't bother bringing the C4s because of the new anti-gravity cube. I brought it into my loadout and quickly realized the C4s now only have one charge. This means no more double C4 nukes. It also just increases the downtime between uses, thus decreasing its overall utility and strength. Another couple of nerfs hit the RPG. I'll show a side-by-side comparison of the new ADS. ADSing in Season 2 is a lot slower. The RPG also seems less accurate in Season 2 as well, but we'll have to wait for patch notes to verify this. Overall, the RPG still felt good to me, but definitely less consistent and clunkier. 3 new weapons were available during our playtest. Light got the 93R burst fire machine pistol, a 3-round burst pistol that plays similar to the V9S. Shout out to Oppo for this frag. Medium got the FAMAS, a 3-round burst assault rifle that really has no comparison in the game, but definitely felt good when I was using it. I think both these weapons are going to come down to preference, as both light and medium class have great competitors for choice of weapon. Heavy class got the new KS-23 slug shotgun. It doesn't deal as much damage as you're used to in close range combat as a heavy, but it definitely packs a punch at mid to far ranges. I also got to play the new exciting 5v5 game mode, Power Shift. This game mode features a giant payload that both teams must fight in for an extended match of tug of war. The team that escorts the payload the furthest by the end of the time wins. There is an overtime mechanic if the objective is contested when the time runs out, but unfortunately we didn't trigger it in any of our matches. You also can win before the time runs out by escorting the payload all the way to the finish line. The more players you have inside the payload, the faster it moves in your team's direction. The maximum speed caps at 3 players. This is the first game mode where you can change your entire class and loadout in between deaths. You can go from using the sniper on light class to using a shotgun on heavy. I'm not sure how this will feel balance-wise, but regardless, it's a cool new feature. The payload casually goes through buildings and destroys the entire map in its normal course. It creates some of the most intense exchanges I've ever seen in an FPS game. This honestly feels like a completely different game than the finals, but I had an absolute blast playing the new game mode with the developers. Of course, there will be a new shop and battle pass tomorrow with the full launch of Season 2. I was able to get a look at all the new cosmetics and unlocks coming with the initial launch of Season 2. Some of these are just so sick. The overall theme here seems to be retro gaming, and I just love it. You can always count on Embark to release some absolutely fire cosmetics. My wallet cannot handle how good these skins look. I don't know how some of you guys resist. There also will be a Season 2 starter pack, which just like the Season 1 starter pack will refund you all of your gold back for purchasing. I wasn't able to play Ranked, but I learned Ranked will now have 8 placement matches and will have a totally revamped matchmaker to increase the quality of the matches. To me, this was a big deal and one of the reasons I stopped playing Ranked. Hopefully this makes Ranked tournaments a lot more competitive. It's at least great to see the devs recognizing issues and addressing them this quickly. It's not something you see too often these days. Also, the moment every medium player has been waiting for, the reward for finishing Diamond in Season 2 Ranked is a Diamond FCAR skin. Man, I know this is one everyone is going to be grinding for. The devs are also introducing a new career circuit. This will present players with exciting weekly challenges that can allow for even more rewards, including the multi-bucks or gold that you normally have to pay real money for. I know this excites a lot of players who maybe don't want to fork over real money to unlock skins. I know I'll definitely be completing these challenges. The last cool feature that is most exciting for me is the introduction of private matches. The only condition that comes with this is that you must have a minimum of 6 players to begin a match. I'm sure this will change in the future, but for now, this is a big step forward. So if anyone wants to help me myth bust, I'm gonna need a lot of help. But this should be super exciting for the competitive community as well, since this should start allowing for more serious tournaments. There were lots of other changes, like of course a sick new soundtrack, menus, and other quality of life improvements, but those will be best to experience for the first time yourself in Season 2. I just gotta say, this has me super excited, and I am truly grateful and humbled by Embark for this opportunity. It was just incredibly fun, and they obviously poured so much work and heart into this. I hope everyone enjoys Season 2, and I'll catch you guys in the arena.
No way, please tell me I got it.
Yes!
Oh my god! That's what we like to see! You're not gonna believe what I did! I took the ground underneath it, then filled the hole back in and stole it! Oh my